Yo, what's up y'all? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I got a couple of my firearms with me today. Don't look like I'm gonna be making it to the range, so I want to give y'all a quick video, give y'all some basics on firearm handling, you know what I'm saying, and how I use them, you know. So today I'm gonna start off with my everyday carry. Y'all know this is my G3, love it. You always want to make sure your guns are, whenever you're handling the firearm, you always want to make sure that it's unloaded. Make sure it's unloaded. You never want to use a weapon when it's loaded. You want to inspect it or clean it. Make sure that your chamber is always empty. Yeah, we're good on that aspect. And always point your firearm in a safe direction, no matter who is in the way. You know, no matter what the situation is, unless you're defending yourself. But as far as you trying to clean it or you by yourself one-on-one, always aim your firearm in a safe direction. Make sure you do that. And these are some of the basics that I always want to make sure. Either I got me a light or a laser. You know, it might be nighttime. You might defend yourself, you might hear noise in the middle of the night. Well, make sure you got you a good light that you can attach to your weapon. See what I'm saying? Nice and bright, good LED light, you know what I'm saying? You hear something, you'll be able to defend yourself, and you'll be able to see what's going on when you got your light on there. That's always a good accessory to have with a firearm. You want to make sure that you keep your arm, make sure you keep it well oiled, lubricated, you know what I'm saying, when you break them down. Make sure you keep those insides real good. And look, I'm not a certified gunsmith or anything like that, but I love weapons and I try to take care of my weapons, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people have issues with their weapons and they don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it can be something real simple. It can be something as simple as just changing the spring out. Like the tension on this spring might be causing your weapon to malfunction. You know what I'm saying? I've had that problem with somebody that I know. I fixed the weapon for them, and it was just simple as just changing out a little small spring in their magazine with it right here, and it solved the problem. You know what I'm saying? It could be something simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Also, it can be your ammo. Let me break this weapon down one more time real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Especially on these weapons like these right here. This right here is your feed ramp. You know, a lot of people, in your self-defense, you want to use your hollow tips. But a lot of times, what people don't understand, sometimes these feed ramps, it might have something that's going to catch, like those hollow tips. At the tips of them, they have little cuts in them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't going to be able to see it from that distance. But a lot of hollow points, they have those little slits in them. And when it gets to your feed ramp, you know what I'm saying? When it hits your feed ramp, sometimes they get caught in there. You get like a stovepipe, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that where you might jam up in there. You know what I'm saying? It causes your weapon to malfunction. A lot of times it's just as simple as changing your ammo. Find out what type of ammo is good for your particular weapon. That's what's going to solve a lot of your issues. A lot of times it's the ammo. Sometimes it can be as simple as your magazine. You know what I'm saying? You might need to change the magazine. Sometimes you might have issues with your magazines where the tension in those springs is not giving enough pressure to push that next bullet forward. You know what I'm saying? You might not get enough tension on those springs. You know what I'm saying? That can be an issue. But a lot of times you have to break your weapon in. You have to shoot it. You gotta go out and shoot your weapon, man. Go out and shoot that joint. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do, because every firearm is gonna have a break-in period. I don't care how much you spend for it. You gotta break that weapon in. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta break that weapon in. That's the only way you're gonna get to know it. When you get your car, don't you drive it? You know what I'm saying? So you need to break your weapon in. And I'll say the average break-in for a weapon, I say, is between 200 to 300 rounds. That'll give it enough time for the rails on the inside of the gun, for all that metal and everything to settle. You know what I'm saying? You won't be issues by that time. But once you get past those 200 or 300 rounds, you still having issues. That's when you need to start looking as far as, is it my ammo that I'm using? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's causing these malfunctions? But you need to study your weapon, do your research on your weapon, use your weapon, shoot it, go out to the range and practice with your weapon. That's what you really want to do. That's how you know if this is gonna save your life. And it's a matter of life and death. You can protect your family. That's what you want to do. That's what these weapons are for. Self-defense purposes. You know what I'm saying? To protect yourself and your family. That's what you want to do. That's what it's all about. You dig? So like I said, I always want to keep a light on my weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like if I leave for work early in the morning, it's usually dark. So if I come across a situation, I have my light that I can use and check around and check my surroundings and my situation, see whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I like to use, I got me some extendo, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, you know, for all the gun snobs. I know it's not extendo, it's a 33 round magazine. You know what I'm saying? The proper way to pronounce that, a magazine. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you own your firearms, you want to make sure you get you something to store your firearms. I just keep a little hard plastic, you know what I'm saying, put in here. You know what I'm saying? Keep your weapon safe and secure. Go to you a sporting goods store and pick you up a case to put your firearm in. You know what I'm saying? Also, I have the door holes right here where you put you a lock on here, especially if you got little small kids or just anybody. Somebody might want to try to steal your weapon. They steal your weapon, they got access to it because it ain't locked up. And most guns these days, when you get your weapon, it comes with a lock. You know what I'm saying? They had a little lock with the cable on there. So if you don't feel comfortable leaving your weapon by alone, just put your lock on there. You know what I'm saying? It gives you some more security, so to speak. Also, since I got my rifle with me, this is the basic AR-15 pre-pandemic. 40 round mag. Man, before the pandemic, I got this on Black Friday. $350. Can you believe that? This is a Delta DT Sport. You know what I'm saying? Got a shorter barrel on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, can you believe that? Times have changed. You probably, this day and age, you're probably gonna be looking at about $700 to $800 for a basic AR-15. I put my optics on it. And I love it. I ain't had any issues with it. Fires every time. Take care of your firearm take care of you. You dig? So that's what we doing. Let me show y'all also, when you own your weapons, you want to make sure you get tools for your weapons as well. So I got me a whole, these punches right here. Got a set of punches. You know what I'm saying? Got a whole kit to help. This is what you want to use when you disassemble your ARs. You use these instead of trying to use your hands and, you know what I'm saying, nipping your fingers and all that. Get you a little punch. You know what I'm saying? These right here, punch them out. I'll show you all that in a second, how to disassemble an AR-15. It's not hard. Don't be intimidated. If you haven't tried it, don't speak on it. If you don't know how to disassemble it, it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. There's plenty of things you can look it up and see. You know what I'm saying? To figure out how to do those type of things. You know what I'm saying? I got a cleaning kit. You know what I'm saying? Everything is mil spec on this weapon. So I got my cleaning kit right here. I got a snake that I use to drop down in there. Once you break it down, drop your snake down in through the barrel. Get you some cleaning and soft, and you know what I'm saying? Pour down and spray in there. Get it cleaned up real good. You know what I'm saying? I will be disassembling this weapon in a few seconds. Also, the ammo I use in these, the green tips. You know what I'm saying? Green tips. 5.56. Nice ammo. I love this knife. It's been very reliable for me. Long range. I can get good range out of this weapon, especially with the long barrel. You know what I'm saying? This is a 16-inch barrel right here. So yeah, I have the tool that I use for the AR. You want to make sure you invest in some tools. This is the AR tool right here. This is how you disassemble the weapon. When you have your buffer tube, you put your tubes on there, get those loose real right there, break off your buffer tube and all your, you want to change your stock or anything like that. You want to invest in one of these tubes right here. You know what I'm saying? Your AR tube. Very handy tool, you know what I'm saying? It allows you to get your weapon broke down, you dig? So give me 1 second. You put this stuff together and I'll show y'all how to disassemble this firearm. Now for one, I have built a firearm myself personally. One of these ARs, took a kit. The only thing I haven't done was assemble a barrel, and I haven't put together a trigger yet. But those are my future tasks that I want to take on. You know what I'm saying? One of my challenges I want to take on is installing the trigger, which I'm sure it can't be that hard. Installing the trigger and maybe doing a barrel. It's certain tools you will need to make sure that barrel gets properly installed. You know what I'm saying? It could be a little complicated as far as a barrel goes, but everything else pretty much standard stuff. You know what I'm saying? Once you do it the first time, I don't know how to ride a bike, so I can't say that. So it's similar to that. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of same idea, same principle. You know what I'm saying? But take care of your firearms will take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Basic things right there. You know what I'm saying? 101. 101. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, you got it. You know what I'm talking about? Now, as far as ARs are concerned, they're pretty simple. So, let me disassemble. I'm not going to go all the way down to the bare minimum, but what I'll do is just take the upper and the lower part, and you'll just kind of see how simple it is. You got your takedown pins. You want to make sure get those takedown pins out. Here you have your lower receiver. This is where you have your trigger inside of here, your hammer. You got your buffer tube and the spring in there inside of there. Now, as far as AR is concerned, this buffer tube and the spring in here can affect your weapon depending on, like, maybe the weight of the buffer spring in a tube might not be what you need for this particular weapon or what ammo you're using in your particular weapon. For the most part, you shouldn't have too many issues with that unless you're putting a lot of rounds through it. Over time, the more rounds you put through those springs are going to weaken on you. So make sure you be aware of that. As far as the upper receiver, you're going to have your bolt carrier group, and you got your bolt carrier group and your charging handle right here. Make sure those are, you know what I'm saying? Make sure those are, take care of that right there. And I put my foregrip on there, give you a little bit more control. And I got my optics on here. So it's pretty simple. And to reassemble the same way, just make sure you line those pins up. Yeah. If you have a little trouble, just use your tool and get those pins good in there, tight and snug. You know what I'm saying? Check the weapon. And chamber empty. Pretty basic stuff, you know what I'm saying? Pretty basic. Once I get to the range, I can kind of demonstrate some of the stuff I've been telling y'all about. But it's been a little crazy as far as weather concerned, and man, it's been a crazy couple of weeks now, you know what I'm saying? With the pandemic and the crazy weather, so we're just gonna do what we can do. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. 40 round mag, Disassembly DT Sport. Yeah. That's how we rocking and rolling, man. So take care of your firearms. Firearms will take care of you. Can't say it enough. And that's how we gonna do it. Yeah.
Bye.